sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come home. Yeah, sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come home.
Yo, what's good with it? This your boy Jackson. I'm back with another one, man. All right, man. Troy Ave finally dropped that interview we've been waiting for from the Breakfast Club. He had no bulletproof vest on. He was not rocking the 50 Cent this time, I promise you. But he had a lot of stuff to say, man, when it comes to his upcoming trial and the situation that's going on with his case. Now, let me get into this stuff, man. All right, man. Troy Ave thinks it's basically okay to snitch on an op because he changed. That's basically what I got from this whole video. So I'm gonna show you some clips. You know what I mean? In the meantime, but right now, what I'm trying to get y'all to understand that this dude right here is a straight snitch, man. Like, the way I'm looking at it, dude, he pulled one of those, basically he went to jail and then, he touched jail and now he's changed. Now he looks at everything different. Everything he's been taught now is all of a sudden, so foreign to him. You know what I mean? He's not ignorant anymore, he says. It's some bullshit to me, if you ask me, because what he's saying in the interview is he's basically saying the streets tell you to have street cred, okay? The streets tell you to do certain things, but it's really a poison to the community. Now, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. When you say that statement, it's true. But in all reality, my nigga, you do hip-hop, okay? You say you a street nigga. You say you grew up street. Now, it's no problem to change. Everybody changes. Everybody progresses. But don't let that progression come when your ass is getting ready to go to jail and now you might take the stand against the nigga that you was trying to, that you got into it with, man. So, you know what I mean? Everybody knows what happened with the whole case and the situation. Everybody knows him and Taxstone got into it at that T.I. concert in New York probably about 2 years ago now. It's been a long time. Shots was fired. His bodyguard ended up dead. And now, Taxstone is actually in jail right now, awaiting trial. And, they're going to stick the murder on Taxstone. They originally were saying they were going to place it on Troy Ave, but after some of the facts came out in the case, they decided they were going to stick it on Taxstone. Now, Troy Ave is still going to get a charge for shooting off a firearm in a club in New York. Like, that's still a crime. So that's what he might get charged for. But his defense is basically, I'm pretty sure it's like, hey, I didn't cause this situation. I was in fear for my life. But I'm pretty sure the books read, if you discharge a firearm as an unlicensed, individual, I don't know if he's a felon or not, but if you discharge a firearm in New York, you in trouble, man. Like, if you get caught with a firearm, you're in trouble. Now, Taxstone's fingerprints was on the gun. We already know all that BS. Back to the interview. Now, he never really answered the question if he would take the stand, man. He never really answered the question, but he did admit to implying that he might take the stand for a so-called debate. Okay, I did not understand. Like, this dude is fucking crazy, man. All of a sudden now he wants to spark a debate between everybody and try to get this dialogue going. Since when did you become Mr. Debate Sparker? I don't get that. I'm not understanding that. When I think about that in my head, it just seems like a ploy to just kind of throw everybody off to the real fact of the situation that you might snitch. So you're basically saying that you might snitch, right? That's basically what you're telling me right now, right? You might snitch. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, man, he admitted to implying that he might snitch. But he's pretty much, the same thing I said. He's an example of a motherfucker that touched jail and now he don't want to follow street rules, man. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy. This dude made a comparison. He was trying to allude to Taxstone being the one that brought the gun. And the way he was alluding to it was he made this he made this comparison saying if you're the one, if you're a person that brings a cup of water somewhere and then somebody else spills it, some shit like you can't blame them for bringing the cup of water or some weird shit, man. He basically, he's gonna snitch, man. He's gonna snitch. He basically said, I'm not going to jail for somebody else, because just because they're a street nigga and I'm a street nigga, I'm not gonna do that. That's what he's basically saying. I'm not gonna follow the street rules that I was following when I got into this, because I've been to jail and I don't want to go back. That's pretty much the gist of this whole interview. Now, the thing I was kind of saddened by though was he don't understand why Banger's fam is mad at him. I think him and Banger's fam is kind of getting into it right now, man, and I don't understand why he don't just bow down. They lost a family member, nigga. Like, I get it. I get it. They might not have had the best relationship. They might not have been the closest family, but damn it, that was their family. That wasn't your family. This dude had the nerve to sit here and say, Banger was my brother, as if that wasn't their blood relative, as if, you know, they didn't share DNA with this dude. So, you know, I found that to be real sad that he even said that. But he said his next court date is in March. He says he's going to court. He don't see no street niggas there. This dude is tripping, man. He said he basically said he don't see no street niggas there. So, you know, why would he follow these street rules? He doesn't know who's making up these rules. Every time they asked him, you know, what are you gonna snitch, or don't you think that that's snitching? You know, according to the rules that you follow, your street code that you were following earlier, he basically just, you know, brushed it off, saying that, you know, he don't see the street niggas when he goes to court and they don't support him like that, so why follow their rules? Hey man, look, you gotta be the one that's gonna go to jail. If you ask me, I think this shit's gonna blow up in this nigga's face. This nigga's gonna end up losing this case, and he gonna have a snitch jacket on while he in jail. I wish the brother the best, man, because I don't want to see nobody in that situation. I damn sure don't want to see myself in that situation. But that's why you young niggas gotta understand, you know what I mean, when you play these games, you get this is how you end up, man. So you gotta make the right decisions. You got to make the right decisions. But he's on this I will not accept hate campaign. This was the funniest part of the whole interview though, was this dude compared Taxstone basically to a racist. He said every hater is the same, whether you a racist, a homophobe, trans, whatever, blah blah blah. And this nigga compared Taxstone to like the KKK. You know, he tried to make another comparison. Oh, if the KKK comes and you know shoots one of us or some shit, like, I'm like, dude, this nigga's off his rocker, man. He's off his rocker. You can clearly tell he's trying to make every excuse as to why he needs to be justified to snitch. And it's really crazy to me, man. You got to see the interview. I'm going to put the link in the description, man. But look, man, this your boy Jax, man. Just giving y'all an update what's going on. Please subscribe to the channel. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And hey, man, I'll see y'all later. All right? Peace.